Floyd Mayweather doesn't stop disrespecting Mike Tyson, despite Mike putting him in his place. Before now, Floyd shocked everyone when he was talking about his upcoming fight with Jake Paul, but actually some people even agree with Mayweather. And you won't even believe what the reason is. Stay tuned. Mike Tyson's name has always been a thorn in Floyd Mayweather's eyes, no matter how you look at it. When you speak of the greatest boxer of all time, you often get names like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Louis Lennox. Hardly anyone ever associates Floyd Mayweather's name with that title. Even though he retired without a single loss in his entire career, there are a couple of different reasons for this. One might be that he is a boxer from the modern era, and it will take some time for his place to be cemented in his Hall of Fame. I mean, don't get me wrong, Floyd's definitely an all-time great. But there's just something different when put next to those legendary names. Another reason might be that those were hard-hitting heavyweights and more dominant. And now, years after Floyd retired, Mike Tyson announced a fight with YouTuber, Gone boxer Jake Paul. Now, this is not some exhibition fight like previously thought. It's a full pro-sanctioned fight. Earlier this year, Mike Tyson labeled Floyd Mayweather very delusional after he ranked himself above the great Muhammad Ali. Central to this, Mayweather proclaimed, "I'm the best thing that ever happened to the sport of boxing. When you mentioned my name, when you mentioned Floyd Mayweather, you mentioned the best. You mentioned he beat everybody," Tyson responded, explaining that Mayweather was very delusional. He argued that if Mayweather were truly as great as Muhammad Ali, he would be able to take his kids to school by himself. Tyson pointed out that Mayweather couldn't even do that. Question his greatness, emphasizing that true greatness isn't about isolating oneself from the public, but being accepted by them. Tyson described Mayweather as a little scared man, noting that he couldn't take his kids to school alone, and calling him a tiny scared man. Tyson once had a beef with Mayweather and was one day quoted in GQ saying he would easily beat Floyd in a street fight. Tyson, the former heavyweight world undisputed champion, put his rivalry with Mayweather aside when he admitted that he would lose in a boxing match if they were the same size. He acknowledged that if he were Mayweather's size in the ring, Mayweather would outpoint him. Tyson's respect for Muhammad Ali is evident. He even broke down in one interview while discussing Ali's life and career. In March 2019, Tyson appeared on Michael Rapaport's podcast and spoke candidly about the greatest. Tyson started by saying he always liked to think of himself as a tough and ruthless person who didn't care about anything. However, he admitted that this is where Muhammad Ali surpasses him, as he couldn't comprehend a man willing to die for his beliefs. Tyson acknowledged that while he talked tough, Ali was the real deal. The 56-year-old Tyson then described Ali as a giant fighting back tears. He emphasized that no other fighters could match Ali, who would die for what he believed in. Tyson admitted he wouldn't be willing to do the same. He called Ali a savage, an animal, and a different breed of person, saying Ali was not like the rest of them. When asked if he would beat a prime Muhammad Ali during appearance, Mike Tyson gave an epic answer. Tyson appeared on the Arena Hall show in 1989 alongside fellow boxing great Sugar Ray Leonard. At the time of the interview, Ali had been retired for 8 years after his defeat by Trevor Berbick in December 1981. In contrast, Mike was an unbeaten unified world heavyweight champion, with both a former and current world heavyweight champion on the sofa. Hall asked Ali what was wrong, to which he replied that he was scared of Tyson. The host responded surprised, saying Ali was scared of Tyson, calling Tyson a sweetheart. Ali affirmed, saying Tyson was a real champion. Hall then asked Ali who would have won a fight between them in their prime. Ali pointed to Tyson, who responded sheepishly, embarrassed by the praise. The audience started chanting Ali's name, and the retired boxer explained that he was a dancer in the ring, not that powerful, but very fast. He humorously added that if Tyson hit him, he would be knocked out. Pretending to fall back on the sofa, Tyson then shared his thoughts, respectfully stating that he knew he was great, but acknowledged that in this situation, every head must bow and every tongue must confess that Ali was the greatest of all time. The crowd erupted in cheers at Sansa. Ali continued saying Tyson could be modest, humble, and nice. But he was indeed great. Ali admitted he didn't know what would happen if Tyson hit him. Tyson admired Ali's ability to neutralize killers in the ring, noting that Ali could take their best punches, which is what made him a champion. Listening to Ali gave Tyson the belief that no man could beat him. But back to the topic at hand, Floyd viewed this fight as a clown show just for money grabbing and nothing more. But he was not alone in his view. Mike Tyson and Jake Paul recently shared a playful moment during their face-off. Tyson laughed and threw light punches at the YouTuber's stomach while tickling him. This light-hearted interaction was a stark contrast to Tyson's fierce image from his boxing prime. The 58-year-old former champion, who will wear 14 gloves for extra padding, is set to fight Paul in an 8-round match, with each round lasting 2 minutes to reduce fatigue. The match is scheduled for July 20th and will be streamed on Netflix from AT&T Stadium near Dallas. The event will also feature a co-main event between undisputed junior welterweight champions Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. The news conference for the Tyson-Paul fight coincided with the lead-up to a major heavyweight title fight between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia. Analyst Paulie Malachi expressed concerns about the scheduling clash, calling it a missed opportunity to highlight a tinge of the old Tyson. He noted that Tyson seemed to have difficulty taking Jake seriously. Malik Naji pointed out that Tyson had fought legends like Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Michael Spinks, and Larry Holmes. He suggested Tyson might be thinking, "I need to intimidate this guy." Whatever, Malik Naji doubted that Tyson could win a real fight at 58, even though Jake Paul is not at Tyson's prime level, but is still in his mid-20s and has been boxing long enough. Malik Naji also emphasized that boxing fans crave genuine rivalries and dramatic confrontations like the one seen in Saudi Arabia, rather than watching two fighters being playful with each other. Meanwhile, Floyd was in his own controversial drama in his own way. His former Monte Dan Davis claimed that Floyd was stuck in Dubai and couldn't leave the place because he owed money to some very big people. Floyd Mayweather was in the crowd in Las Vegas watching the World Championship match between Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This appearance came amid rumors that Mayweather was stuck in Dubai due to unpaid debts, as suggested by Van Davis and boxing commentator Rick Glazer. These rumors seemed plausible when Mayweather didn't show up in Mexico to promote an exhibition rematch with Victor Ortiz, an event he had hinted at on Instagram before removing the post. Despite the rumors, Mayweather has been active and on the move. He was seen at a Clippers vs. Mavericks game in Las Vegas and made headline for donating $30,000 to a homeless individual in downtown LA. His attendance at the Double or Nothing event further dispelled any doubts about his freedom to travel. The atmosphere at the event was electric as Strickland and Cage faced off in a highly anticipated match. Both athletes put on a spectacular show, and Strickland retained his championship, much to the delight of the audience. After his victory, Strickland shared a celebratory moment with Mayweather, who was seated in the front row. The camaraderie between the wrestling champion and the boxing legend was a highlight of the night and was captured on camera for fans to see. This wasn't Mayweather's first involvement with wrestling, as he had previously appeared on WWE, showing his enthusiasm for the sport. His presence at the event reinforced his ongoing influence in both sports and entertainment, while debunking the rumors of his confinement. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson had a scare before a fight and had to be taken to hospital. This prompted many people to speculate about his health and whether or not he can actually fight. but it seems not even a medical scare will stop 58-year-old Mike Tyson from fighting 27-year-old Jake Paul. In July, Tyson had a health emergency on a flight from Miami to Los Angeles on Sunday, experiencing nausea and dizziness due to an ulcer flare-up 30 minutes before landing, according to his representative. Despite this, Tyson's fight against Paul is still set for July 20th on Tuesday. Tyson posted on X saying he now feels 100%, though he joked that he doesn't need to be at full strength to beat Jake Paul. Paul also addressed rumors that the fight might be canceled, tweeting that nothing has changed regarding the fight. And with Mike Tyson, I've never seen anybody better. I've never seen a fighter, even Ali in his prime. Even Ali when he was Cassius Clay, I never saw anybody who looked like Mike Tyson. In his prime, the Tyson-Paul fight is scheduled at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The event, promoted by Most Valuable Promotions, will be streamed live on Netflix, and both companies continue to advertise it. I think it just you can't maintain the kind of focus that was required to be this guy. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations has classified the bout as a sanctioned professional fight. It will consist of 8 two-minute rounds with both fighters wearing 14